Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. Today I would like to talk about an issues that affect millions of students around the world. My topic is bullies should be expelled from students and schools. Bullying is often considered as an of normal part of students' life, but in reality, it can be serious affect a student's mental health, academic performance, and overall well-being. Therefore, I strongly believe that who repeatedly students engage in bullying should be expelled from educational institutions. Before we discuss why, let me ask all of you a simple questions. Have you ever felt afraid to go to class because of another student's behavior? Imagine waking up every morning feeling nervous before entering your classroom. Imagine checking your phone and seeing a hurtful messages. Imagine walking through the school's corridor or university campus knowing that someone is waiting to insult, embrace, and humiliate you. How would that make you feel? Would you feel excited to learn? Would you feel motivated to achieve your goals? Or would you spend your day feeling anxious and distracted? Unfortunately, for many students, this is not imagination, it is reality. Now that we understand how serious this issue is, let us take a look at why bullying is such a major problem. The first reason bullying is a serious issue it is because it affects students' mental health. Bullying affects mental health because victims often experience anxiety, depression, and low self-esteem. According to the CDC, students who experience bullying are more likely suffer emotional distress. For example, some students become afraid to participate in class because they worry about being mocked by their peers. When a student is constantly insulted or humiliated, they gradually lose confidence in themselves. The second problem is academic performance. Students who are bullied after struggling to concentrate in class because they are constantly worried about their safety. Instead of focusing on learning, they focus on avoiding their bullies. As a result, their academic performance may decline significantly. Finally, bullying creates an unhealthy learning environment. School and university should be places where students feel safe, respected, and supported. However, bullying creates fear and insecurity, making students feel uncomfortable in an environment that is supposed to help them grow. But how exactly does bullying affect students over time? Let's take a closer look. This slide shows the chain reaction caused by bullying. Everything starts with bullying behavior such as insults, threats, harassments, and exclusions. As the bullying continues, victims begin to experience stress and anxiety. Over time, they start to losing confidence in themselves. Once the confidence decreases, their academic performance is often affected because they can no longer focus properly on their studies. Eventually, all these effects contributes to an unhealthy learning environment where students feel unsafe and unsupported. This shows that bullying does not only affect one person, it affects the entire educational community. So, if bullying causes so many negative consequences, what should schools and universities start to do it about it? I believe that students who repeatedly engage in bullying should be expelled. First, expulsion protects victims from further harm. Victims should not have to suffer while waiting for bullies to change their behavior. Every student deserves to right to learn in a safe environment. Secondly, Expulsion sends a strong message that bullying is unacceptable. Rules are only effective when they are meaningful. Consequences. When students see that serious bullying leads to serious consequences, they become more aware of their actions. Finally, expulsions help create a culture of respect and accountability. It encourages students to treat one another with a dignity and kindness. So, however, some people may argue that expulsion is too harsh. So, let us consider that might happen if school fail to take serious actions. Imagine a situation where bullying starts to continue without any serious consequences. Most students will become more victims. Most students will experience anxiety, depressions, and low self-esteem. Academic performance may continue to decline because students no longer feel comfortable attending classes. Parents and students may lose confidence in educational institutions that fail to provide in a safe environment. In a long run, schools and universities may develop a negative reputation. Simply put, ignoring bullying allows the problem to become worse. Now let's imagine the opposite scenario. Now let's imagine a school or universities where bullying is addressed firmly and effectively. Students feel safe attending classes. They feel confident expressing their opinions and participating in activities. Victims can focus on a learning rather than worrying about an harassment. Teachers can spend more time teaching instead of handling disciplinary issues. Most importantly, students can enjoy a positive learning environment where respect and kindness are valued. This is the type of educational environment that every student deserves. So, what we can do to make this vision in a reality? Although counseling and rehabilitation should always be considered, repeat offenders who continue bullying others despite warnings should face stronger consequences. As students, we have also responsibilities. We should report bullying when we have witnessed with it. We should support victims rather than remaining silent. We should encourage respect and kindness within our educational institutions. And mostly important, schools and universities should enforce stronger anti-bullying policies to ensure the safety of all of students. Before I end my speech, let me summarize my main points. In conclusions, bullying is not a harmless job. It affects students emotionally, academically, and socially. Victims often suffer from anxiety, depressions, low self-esteem, and declining academic performance. For these reasons, students who repeatedly engage in bullying should be expelled from schools and universities. Expulsions protects victims, promotes accountability, and helps create a safer learning for everyone in environment. Remember, every student deserves to learn in a safer place where they feel safe, value, and respect. Thank you for your attention and listening to my speech.